so my opponent, he said that we have 11% of oil and it would drop 10%. It would drop 10%. That is a lot in the grand scheme of things. Oil that we buy from other nations, we use that for, refine it and use it as fuel for transportation. That 10% would go a long way in the fact that big rigs driving around supplies, they would have to pay less for the gas. And that would lower prices on everyday goods. That is a big factor in why we should have U.S. development in oil research and production. He also said that Canada pays a lot more in gas than we do, and they only pay, what is that, 13 more cents per gallon. And I guarantee that their price of gas hasn't increased as dramatically as ours has. He says that this was taken back when it was $3.29 and we're up at $4 plus $4. I guarantee Canada doesn't have to deal with all this, the raising gas prices from the Middle East that we're taking right now. That could vary very easily. Whereas if you have it from your own nation, it's very steady. Also, he tried to say that we had to wait till 2030 for the effects of our drilling to take place, where the ANWR says that we would get new drilling, we would get new oil flowing in 5 to 10 years, depending on how many lawsuits environmentalists file. So as long as this environmentalists stay out of it, we could get this done very shortly, very quickly, and have oil flowing already. As a matter of fact, there's Mary Gunther wrote an article about huge Alaskan oil reserves going unused, where she quotes a man who worked at these oil rigs who they've set stuff up, getting ready to get drilled, and all they have to do is set up pipes and already pump it out. And this guy is quoted saying, the wells have been drilled. It's merely a matter of turning on the faucets to supply America's needs for 200 years. They say, he goes on to say, he says that all of our energy problems could have been solved in the 70s when they found it under the Gull Island in Prudhoe Bay in Alaska, which is in the northern part of Alaska, and it has a huge oil deposit there that the government has not even said anything about, and that they refuse to be using at this point. He says that we'd also have more disasters, like the leaks. He brought up the leaks in, what was that company? Exxon, how Exxon oil pipelines have been leaking for years, and that big oil spill. Well, ever since that oil spill, government has put a restriction where you have to have a leak-proof pipe if you're going to do deep sea drilling. And since then, they've started giving out permits to drill again. But this permit rate has been reduced dramatically. Instead of giving out over 500 permits a year, they've been giving out a little bit over 200 because of all this red tape now that's been placed up. Also, he says it's going to be more disasters if we start doing this more often with even these safety measures in place. The risks of bringing oil from foreign countries, shipping that overseas, is that less dangerous than having a pipe underneath the ocean? Like ships crash, boats crash, and it pours out oil all over the place in common instances. What else was, the last thing he said was, why waste time drilling in America instead of going overseas? Overseas, it fluctuates, the price of gas and oil fluctuates based on their economy and what they're going through. So if they're going through a wartime state, or they have other situations, gas prices are going to go through the roof. Or in America, we adjust it according to our economy. If people can't afford it, we can lower the prices, and we could adjust the prices of oil based on our needs as Americans.